si gerte gi naan si meew mi ku bokk si dëkk bi war ngay am baat si réew mi ku bokk si gerte gi naan si meew mi ku bokk si dëkk bi war ngay am baat si réew mi
Jigéen ju nangoo liggéey ku baax ku yiw ku ñeme coono mooy journaliste Chairman, council members, Armed Forces Professional Ruling Council xale yaa ngi jàppante àndandoor ak borom réew mi Chairman Yahya Jammeh Alioune Sall boole ko ak vice chairman ndeysaan dafa rafet nii teg na ndam lango
July 22nd movement is not the problem. Being a member of the July 22nd movement is not the problem. Knowing the principles and the ideals of the July 22nd movement is not the problem. Believing in the principles of transparency, accountability, probity, and good governance is not the problem. Gambian, what is the problem? Is there anybody among the crowd who knows what the real problem is? It's been a consistent of fight, nepotism, corruption, and tribalism in this country. Because it is the duty of all patriotic Gambians to fight corruption. But the first brand of democracy should never be tolerated in this country, where a group of youth would goodwill Gambians and perpetrate themselves in power for 30 years, only to find out that they have brought this country. If it is a democracy of rats or rodents, looting everything and then stuffing it in foreign banks, while the Western world blindly pumps in money, then who are the collaborators?
So dafa mel ni yaa Jammeh faale wu la de
Every day we sit and want to, give Jammeh a minute. More Gambians are dying. More Gambian women are being raped. Our resources are being pillaged by this guy.
parce que soo seetoo mbir yaa Jammeh ka doxuma la nit koo xam ne man gëj naa Gambia ni 19 waaye nit koo xam ne every mile indi Gambia am na police post naka la ay nit ñu jóge Venezuela ñu ñëw ba bonto nga xam ne radio station moo fa nekkoon transmitter bi sam fa benn storage di fa denc ay drogue ba pare yaa Jammeh mi nekk président ki nga xam ne moom he is the headmaster of every primary school in the Gambia. He is the principal of every high school. Yaya Jammeh is the registrar of every college and every institution in the Gambia. Yaya Jammeh is the chief matron of the hospital in the Gambia. Yaya Jammeh is the chief gardener, the chief farmer, the chief cattleman in the Gambia. Naka la nit ki di ñëwé ba Gambia wara def fofu storage di fa denc ay drogue Yaya Jammeh yëgu ko. Yaya Jammeh bandit la. He is an international bandit, and all that Yaya Jammeh deserves is an international tribunal. Kure Yaya Jammeh da nga joom Yaya Jammeh ken war ko re dañ ko wara tié handcuff ko jox ko ndox mu naan jox ko lekka nga treat ko like a dignified human being mom justice bim dinaay nit ñi ñu jox ko justice boobu Yaya Jammeh loolu la di saaf deret bi bari na deret bi tuuru Gambia bari na ñu bari la Yaya Jammeh rek yow ñi nga xam ak ñi ma xam ak ñi ñoo lim am na ñeneen ñoo xam ne kenn mësul a dégg seen affaire am na benn Nigerian bu tudd Mohamed musuma ko report tey naa la ko wax mooy Yaya Jammeh xarit yu mag a mag lañu kooku ñu ko suul foofu Boris State House kenn musuta report loolu soldat bi génn noonu di la jox stories wax ko mu wax la affaire Mohamed Yaya Jammeh fu nekk la ko yóbbu si àddina bi Yaya Jammeh ñu ko rey ba pare ñu suul ko foofu di Boris State House Mohamed la tudda laas nañ bi nag mënu ma la koo jox waaye Nigerian ñoom ñoo ko rey suul ko foofu waaw ñu bari la Yaya Jammeh most crooked person ever born in that country mooy Yaya Jammeh yàlla nañu yàlla musal seetaanam Yaya Jammeh waaw jabaram égyptien la Jammeh mënoon naa dem fu nekk waaye dafa taxaw di xas jigéen ñi Gambie da ngeen ay xeesal da ngeen ay def li soo leen buggee li ngeen xeesal te Yaya Jammeh jigéen bu xees rek lay topp
thank you
ku takka jabar bu rafet Gambie Yaya Jammeh nakku nagu sama ko waaw waaw am na benn waay boo xam ne ndeysaan mu ngi toog Angleterre apply asylum parce que Yaya Jammeh nangu na jabaram si loxo jarbaatam binoon na ma mu ne ma dama la mere parce que suma nijaay liñ ko def yaa ngi ko bañ a binda ma ne ko bañu ma koo binda waaye sa yumpaañ lay sutural ak sa nijaay waaw ne Gambia dëkk la boo xam ne dafa tuuti Gambia ku fa saxat Sénégal dañoo am fresco dañoo soj soo ñaari dëkk yooyu foog naa pour aar seen sécurité lu important la Yaya Jammeh nit la koo xam ne soo fàttale ko ñaari at si gannaaw mus naa génnee bill of lading ne Yaya Jammeh dafay jël ay weapons from Iran di ko indi Gambia foog naa loolu tamit daf ko weddi woon waaye bu ñu demee UN after foog naa gis nga li xew digganteem ak Iranian si soo baax na saay-saay bu mel noonu ñu ko expose papers yi am nañ njëriñ xëy na ñun njëriñi papers sax ñun xamuñ ko waaw mun ngaa toog sa ne nga xelaat dara nga bind ko waaye ay téeméeri ni ñu say njëriñoo waaw soo léegi waaw ñu gën a emphasize coming back to the story kër gi Yaya Jammeh jënd is $3 million mooy $100 million $100 million kër loolu la Yaya Jammeh jënd fekk Gambia mu ngi am nekk dëkk boo xam ne yoon yi réglé wuñ lopitaan yi baaxuñ amul benn doomi Gambia bu bugg a ñu tëddal sa yaay o sa papa o sa doom lopitaan yi Banjul su dee ne am nga pexe
It's a song Gambian radios won't put on air. And yet it's going viral, spreading online throughout the country. The lyrics denounces Gambia's lack of freedom of speech, arbitrary detention, and rampant corruption.
After being fed up and seeing my people be quiet and not being able to speak out against police brutality, not being able to speak out against corruption, not being able to speak out against people going missing for no reason, not being able to speak out about the level of hardship in this country. As an artist and as a rapper, I really believe that I'm the voice of the people, and being the voice of the people, I have this responsibility which is on me to actually speak out against what's going on.
Behind these lyrics is young rapper Killer Ace. He grew up in Harlem, New York. After being involved in gang violence, his family sent him back to the Gambia. There, he says, he saw what he calls the biggest gangster of them all. President Dr. Yaya Jammeh. Human rights organizations have accused him of being a ruthless dictator. He hit the headlines recently when he threatened to slit the throats of all homosexuals. To celebrate his 21 years in power following a coup, he freed hundreds of people from prison. This is when Killer Ace released his song. Although the song wasn't officially banned, his family started getting threats. With his wife, daughter, and manager, he fled the country by road to Senegal.
Looking at what happened to other people, such as journalists, etc., go missing, nobody knows where they at for a long time, get tortured. But considering that my song is probably bigger than what anybody else ever did, I believe my situation would have been even worse, you know, because then I really believe they would have used me as an example for any other artist or anybody else who dared to try to do what I did.
Thousands of Gambian dissidents have made Senegal their home, but here too they fear the Gambian security services. We've spoken to a number of Gambian artists, journalists, and social activists. None of them would speak to us on camera, too scared of the repercussions this could have on their families back home. Gambian authorities have still not given Al Jazeera permission to report inside the country. Tourists, though, are welcome to visit. The country nicknamed the Smiling Coast received 60,000 British nationals on holiday last year.
I think that what is happening in Gambia is invisible. People don't know about this sense of fear. Even you can feel it, you can touch it when you are in Gambia. People really are scared about talking. People are scared about thinking different than what the government is saying. It's this kind of fear that is everywhere.
Away from Gambia and no longer afraid, rapper Ace is looking for a safe place to express himself. He's been refused visa entry to the United States. In hiding in Senegal, Ace has not lost hope, determined more than ever to make his music heard. Nicholas Hawk, Al Jazeera, Dakar, Senegal.
Yahya Jammeh has been the president of Gambia for 2 decades. His government has been described as repressive, his speeches controversial. He came into power in a military coup in 1994, but some say the stability he has brought has come at a price. He has been criticized by human rights groups for arbitrary detentions, enforced disappearances, and clamping down on any perceived opposition to his rule.
I don't have an opposition. What we have are people who hate this country, and I will not work with them.
He is a president that claims that he can cure HIV, hypertension, and infertility. Last year, he withdrew the Gambia from the Commonwealth, branding it a neo-colonialist institution. It's been said, though, that some in his country like his anti-Western stance. But if today's events are anything to go by, not all do.
As far as I'm concerned, nothing will change, nothing has changed. We have so many people that have been sentenced to death. Nobody has ever been executed.
The
rest, they can go to hell.
I'm going to wipe you out of this country. Billahi wallahi talai. If the sentences are not carried out, I will drink alcohol and eat pork. Billahi wallahi talai.
Well, thank you for joining us. The government of the Republic of the Gambia hereby informs the general public that contrary to the widespread rumors and speculations on the pronouncement made by His Excellency the President of the Republic on the implementation of the death penalty in the Gambia, it wishes to state for the records that such irresponsible spreading of information is wrong. Well, good evening from Banjul. The Ministry of the Interior confirms the execution by firing squad of 9 people who were convicted and sentenced to death.
The President of the Republic, His Excellency Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh Babli Mansa, has proclaimed the Gambia as an Islamic state in line with the country's religious identity and values. Professor Jammeh made the declaration as he wrapped up his 2015 Dialogue with the People tour in a well-attended meeting in Brufut, Kombo North. As we hear in this report by Mamadou Diallo, the development marks a new beginning for the Gambia as it strives to shed its colonial legacy and mentality.
Gambia may be one of Africa's smallest countries, but it more than punches above its weight on the international stage.
How are you?
As you say, not just because of its president's views on homosexuality or on relations with the West, but because of his ambitious plan called Vision 2016, which aims to make the Gambia self-sufficient in rice by the end of 2015. I'm Henry Bonsu, and this is Face to Face. Mr. President, thank you very much indeed for welcoming us to your country. Now, you're known for moving around in your pristine whites, but today they look very, very brown, indeed full of mud. Can you explain why that is?
First of all, I want to welcome you to the Gambia. The reason why I've changed color is because I've been working on my fields. I believe leadership by example. We've been importing rice for a very long time, and despite the fact that we have so many hospitals and a lot of qualified doctors in the system, people are dying like flies. We have various strange diseases that can only be attributed to what we eat. So in order to address that issue, we have to grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
But Mr. President, in order to scale up, it's going to involve a change of so many different things, not least culture, machinery, output. How on earth are you going to do that?
Well, it is a very simple matter. All we need is just small machinery, and then, of course, The only time we need machinery would be harvesting, because you can see that if we didn't have the number of people that are here, we'll suffer post-harvest losses. But what is more important is the determination and the political will to do so. Now the people are ready to do so because they now know it's possible, and they've seen me as the president working there. Leadership, because if I talk and I didn't do anything, they'll say, oh, he's just sitting in the office and talking.
So you're talking about leadership by example?
Leadership by example.
But to scale up from Gambia producing 15% of what it consumes in terms of rice to 100% by 2016, that's a fantastic ambition. How on earth can you manage to turn around the current situation in such a short time?
Well, the fields you've seen so far, this is just less than 25% of the fields that have cultivated from May this year up to now. And so what we have produced now this year is about 10% of the import. Most of the imported rice in this country, 60% of that is re-exported. So what we actually consume is about between 16 to 20,000 tons per annum. So the rest is re-exported. So to turn that around, if my objective is to, by 2015, I would have had about 90,000 hectares under cultivation. 90,000 hectares, let's say the lowest scenario would be 5 tons per hectare. That is more than what we need to feed this country. So we are going to, by the grace of the Almighty Allah, by 2016, I'm not allowing 1 grain of rice to be imported to this country. And I mean it, and I'm going to.
Ladies and gentlemen, Yahya Jammeh of the Gambia.
The Gambia will be the only lasting economic and social superpower nation in the near future. Let us march to the economic superpower status by 2015.
My father and my God. Did he say 2000? Whoa. He said Gambia would match the economic superpower status, right? In 2015.
The economic superpower status by 2015.
Ah, my God.
Others have dominated for a long time. Is Gambia strong?
Wait a minute. Is this about dominating the world or taking care of your people?
Is Gambia strong? With the likes of Dubai, Singapore, Hong Kong, the United States of America and others in economic development.
Whoa! Dubai, Singapore, United States.
Today, Qatar is cited as the richest country on earth. By 2015, they will look up to Gambia as the richest country on earth itself.
Did he say Qatar?
Today, Qatar is cited as the richest country on earth. By 2015, they will look up to Gambia as the richest country on earth.
Okay, so I'm really trying not to laugh. Okay, but did he just list Dubai, Singapore, America, Qatar, and I thought I heard Hong Kong. Did he just say that they will pass them by 2015? Okay, so I know that must be a typo in his speech or whatever, because he later said 2025, which means in 10 years time, Dubai, Singapore, America, and Hong Kong, they will all start looking up to the Gambia, because Gambia will overtake all these countries and become the richest country on earth. I mean, are you serious? You know, I like the fact that he's ambitious, don't get me wrong, but if in 10 years time you will be the richest country on earth, by now your people should be feeling the economic boost. No be so? Before the whole world will feel it, your people should feel it now. You build hospitals with no doctors, unemployment rate is escalating in your country.
Sangara, Defa rape soon girls, Yaya Jammeh, Sonal you, Yaya Jammeh, Sonal you, Yaya Jammeh, please go, Yaya Jammeh,
Yaya Jammeh sonal ga Gambian si. Yaya Jammeh ye mol batandi Gambian torandi.
Criminal ole mo.
Yaya Jammeh criminal ole mo.
Yaya Jammeh anyanta taza.
Yaya Jammeh anyanta Gambia plaita.
Yaya Jammeh sanji mo siata bake.
Yaya Jammeh sanji mo siata bake ita.
Yaya Jammeh be mutala.
Yaya Jammeh be mutala.
Yaya Jammeh do fatina.
Yaya Jammeh do fatina.
Yaya Jammeh do fatina.
Yaya Jammeh do fatina.
We get some pictures one time. That's the stable then. Go with a blow.
So
if you make a name, get record. I think.
Okay, so just in Nakala.
I'm a press it. We take picture.
Okay. So pictures na programa gel.
I'm get record right now. Why you have to be stable?
Yaya Jammeh do fatina. Separation guy.
Yaya Jammeh must go.
Yaya Jammeh must go.
Free Gambia.
Free Gambia.
Down, down, dictator.
Down, down, dictator.
Down, down, dictator.
Down, down, dictator.
Yaya Jammeh must go.
Yaya Jammeh must go.
Yaya Jammeh must go.
Yaya Jammeh must go.
Down, down, dictator.
Down, down, dictator.
Gambia must be free.
Gambia must be free.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we gathered here not to in the Gambia. They said enough is enough, enough is enough. We want Gambia to go by all means possible. That's why we gathered here in London, just right opposite the Downing Street. We say to all the whole world that Gambians are now tired of dictatorship. We want to see to the end of this dictatorship and make sure that Gambians have their freedom. Gambians are quiet, Gambians are silent. We have a lot of people who are silent because of this dictatorship. We are encouraging them to come out to say there are things that are going wrong in the country. We cannot let this continue forever. Gambians, you must come out of your comfort zone and come and fight this dictatorship. Jammeh is a dictator.
Jammeh is a dictator.
We want to stop him by all means possible.
We want to stop him by all means possible.
Please come and support this initiative.
Please come and support this initiative.
Free Gambia.
Free Gambia.
Free Gambia.
Free Gambia.
Free Gambia.
Free Gambia.
We want our freedom.
si gerte gi naan si meew mi ku bokk si dëkk bi war ngay am baat si réew mi